as we all know, what are the composite numbers? Composite numbers are numbers which has more than 2 factors, right? And what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are the numbers which has only 2 factors, one and itself. So today, now we are going to do that. We are going to solve some problems based on the composite numbers. What are the some examples I will give about the composite numbers? Composite numbers, right? 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 and so on. These are the composite numbers because it has more than 2 factors. Look at 4. 4 has 1, 2 and 4, these 3 factors. 6 has 1, 2 and 3. So, these are the factors, that means, and 6 also. Look, these numbers are having more than 2 factors. So, these numbers are nothing but composite numbers. Prime numbers are numbers which has only 2 factors, one and itself. Example 2 we can take 3, 5, 7, 11 like this. Look, 2 has only 2 factors, 1 and 2. 3 has only 2 factors, 1 and itself, that means 3, right. So, these are the examples of composite numbers, these are the examples of prime numbers. Suppose the question is given in the form of expression, mathematical expression, how to prove that it is a composite number or prime number, how to prove it. So, we have a question. You have to explain why, okay, you have to explain why these numbers 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13, and we have one more problem, 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. You have to prove, explain why this number, this is a mathematical expression and this is a mathematical expression because it is having addition, arithmetical operations, right. So, explain why this and these are composite numbers. So, let us do the first one. We will do the solution for it. Now, we will prove that it is a composite number or not. So, how to prove? So, here we can take it out 13 common because this is one term and this is another term. So, what we can do is, we are taking out 13 common. So, what the left terms into 11 plus 13 we are taking out common. So, 1 should be here. So, next one is 13, 7 into 11, 77 plus 1, that is 13 into 78. So, look, the answer we are getting is a product of 2 numbers. As I told you that composite numbers are numbers which has more than 2 factors. Prime means it has only 2 factors, one and itself. You can see this number has 2 factors, 13 and 78. So, looking at this we can say it is a composite numbers because composite numbers are numbers which has more than 2 factors. So, it has this number, that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 is a composite number. What is the reason? Because it is a composite number, because it has more than 2 factors. This number is having 13 as a factor and 78 as a factor. Okay, it is a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. More than 2 factors. Okay, this one is finished. Now, what about this number? This one, 17 into 7, 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. Here what we can do? Here also we can take out 5 common, right. If you take out 5 common, what you are getting? 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right. 5 we have taken out common, plus since we have taken out 5 common, we will write 1 here. 5 ones are 5. So, here no need to multiply all these numbers, but simply we have to take this complete number as m. M we can write like this also. Here the answer, no need to get the no need to multiply and get the answer, just you have to prove whether it is a composite number or no. So, 5 into m. So, we can see that it is also this number is also having more than 2 factors. We can say 5 and this m. M is nothing but here m we are writing in place of 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 1. If you want, we can multiply these numbers also. Instead of multiplying, we can say that this number is nothing but it is also a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. We can say this 5 is a factor of this number and this complete. If you solve this, you will get some number. So, 5 into m, this we are expressing as m. So, it has more than 2 factors. So, we can say that this is also a composite number. We can say that 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 is a composite number, right, because it has more than 2 factors. This number is having a 5 as a factor and m as a factor. So, we can say it is a composite number. Now, we have another problem to prove that the given number, to find the decimal number of the given rational number. Let us have the question. Write the following in the decimal expansion. Write the following rational numbers in decimal form. Okay, the question is, first one we will do 3 by 8. 3 by 8 is a rational number. Solve this and get in the form of a decimal form. How to do this? As we all know, we can divide this and we will get the answer. That is, 8 is a divisor, 8 should be here and 3 we will write over here. 3 is a dividend, divisor and dividend. So, 8 is there, 3 is there. 3 will not come in this multiplication of table 8. So, what we will do? We have to put 0 and point we have to put, and we are adding 1 0. 30 is there. So, by what number we have to multiply to get 30? 3 8s are 24, right? 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32. Okay. So, 32, we can't write 32. So, 8 3s are 24. Okay. 24, borrow 1, you have to subtract this. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 is there, 6 will also not there. We have to add 0. 8 8s are 64. We will not take that. So, 8 7s are 56. 8 7s are 56. Borrow 1. 10 minus 6 is 4. Right. 4. Then you have to add 1 0. 8 5s are 40. Okay. 5 8s are 40 or 8 5s are 40. We are getting remainder 0. So, this is the decimal expansion of 3 by 8. 3 by 8 we can write as 0.375. So, can you say after looking at the answer, is it terminating decimal or non-terminating, recurring? Because it is a rational number only. So, rational number has 2 types, terminating decimal and non-terminating repeating decimal. 2 types. So, because it is terminating, we are getting remainder 0, we can say this is a terminating decimal. And what method we are applying? Division method we are applying, right. Now, we have another problem. 229 divided by 400, right. We have another problem. Let us divide this. 400 is the divisor, you should write here, and 229. So, 400 ones are 400, because 229 is a smaller number, we can't take 400 ones are 400. So, what we have to do? Apply 0 point. Okay. So, what we are getting? 2290 we are getting. So, in 2000 how many times we can get 400? You have to check by which number we have to multiply it. We can use 6, 6 zeros are 0, 6 zeros are 0, 6 4 the 24, 2400, that also we can't take. So, what is next? We will check it by 5, 5 zeros are 0, 0, 5 4 are 20, 2000 we can take, 400, 5 is 2000, right. Now, subtract it, 0 minus 0 is 0, 9 minus 0 is 9, 2 minus 0 is 2, 290. Again 290 we can't get because we can't multiply it by 400. What we have to do here? Add 1 0. 2900 by 6 times, multiplying by 6 times we are getting 2400. What about 7? 7 for the 28, right. We can take 400 into 7, 7 for the 28, 2800 we can take. 400, 7s are 2800, we are getting the answer. Now again subtract it, 9 minus 8 is 1, 100 we can't get. So what we can do? We will add one more 0, 400, 2s are 800, 400, 3s are 1200, that we can't use here. So 400, 2s are 800. Now subtract it, 10 minus 8 is 2, 200. Again we are not getting remainder 0. So add one more 0 here, 400, 5s are 2000. We are getting remainder 0 over here. So this is a terminating decimal. If we are getting remainder 0, we can say it is a terminating decimal. So 229 by 400 is 0.5725. You have to find the decimal expansion, decimal form. We are getting decimal form. Along with that, I want to tell you that this is a terminating decimal. Here you are no need to prove that it is a terminating and non-terminating, but it is a terminating, right, because we are getting remainder 0, the answer terminates at 5. So it is a terminating decimal. Now we have another problem, that is 4 1 by 5. You have to find the decimal expansion, decimal form of these rational number. So it is given in the mixed fraction form. So how to solve this? First convert this in the proper form. This is nothing but 4 plus 1 by 5, right. If the number comes like this, it is called a mixed fraction form. This is an example of mixed fraction. It is nothing but 4 plus 1 by 5, because here denominator is 1. What we have to take? We have to take LCM of 1 and 5. 1 and 5 LCM is 5. So this 5 we have to cross multiply over here, 4 into 5, 4, okay, 4 into 5 by 1 into 5 plus 1 by 5. 4 5s are 20 by 5 plus 1 by 5, 5, 20 plus 1, because denominators are same, we can write as common, 20 plus 1, 21. So this is nothing but 21 by 5. So instead of solving all this, the mixed fraction, directly we can solve as 4 into 5. 4 5s are 20, 20 plus 1, this 1 you have to add. 4 into 5, this you have to multiply, right. 4 into 5, 4 5s are 20, 20 plus 1, 21. So 21 by 5, directly also you can do it. Now again, after getting this, you have to divide and get the answer. Let us do it. Write the decimal form of 21 by 5. 5 is the divisor, 21 is a dividend, okay. 5 4s are 20, 1 is there, remainder, then put point 0, 5 2s are 10. So 4 1 by 5, the decimal expansion of 4 1 by 5 is 4.2. Now we have another problem, 2 by 11, okay. So how to do it? 11 is a divisor, as everyone knows, so you have to write here. Now in the 11 we can't take 2, because 11 ones are 11. So what we can do? Okay, put 0 point and add 1 0 here. Now 11 ones are 11, 11 2s are 22, that we can't use here. So 11 ones are 11. Now 10 minus 1 is 9. Now what we can do again? You have to add 0, 90, 11 9s are 99, that we can't use. So 11 8s are 88. Now subtract it, borrow 1, 10 minus 8 is 2, okay. Again we are getting 20, 20 also we can take as 11 ones are 11, again 10 minus 1, again 11 8s are 88, again remainder 2, again 11 ones are 11, so on, we will get the same answer. You can see 0.18181818, you will get the same answer. So 1 2 is repeating here. So 2 by 11, the answer of 2 by 11 in the decimal form, we are getting 0.1818, right. That means 18 is repeating again and again. So, this is nothing but it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. As I told you, rational number has two types, that is terminating decimal and non-terminating repeating, or you can say recurring. So, it is a recurring. So, this we can also write as 0.18 bar. This means 18 is coming again and again. So, this is nothing but this is an example of non-terminating repeating decimal. Hope you have understand the differences between terminating and non-terminating, and the decimal expansions of given numbers are this. 2 by 11 is 0.1818 and non-terminating repeating, and 4 1 by 5 is nothing but 4.2 terminating decimal. Look, here it terminates, we are getting remainder 0. In this case, we will not get remainder 0. The answer will be continuous like that only. So, that is why we can say this is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Similar problems you can do in the exercises, and some examples are there. You can use your own problems, you can create your own questions, this kind of problems you can solve. Now, what we have, by division methods we have done, right. Now, finding the rational numbers, finding decimal form, okay. How to find? Finding decimal form of rational numbers. Rational numbers we can write as Q, capital Q. Finding decimal form of rational numbers Q, that is P by Q form numbers without performing divisions. In the previous problem we have applied division method, division problems, by division we have done. Now, what about this without performing division? Q equals to P by Q, okay, without actual division. Everyone knows the division we have done, everyone knows about it, but without performing division, how to find it? It is a terminating decimal and non-terminating, terminating decimal and non-terminating repeating decimal. We have an okay, that is in rational number P by Q. In this in the rational number P by Q, Q should be of the form, Q is of the form, this Q, okay, divisor should be written in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. If Q comes in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, looking at this we can easily say that it is a terminating decimal without doing division, right. Just you have to find the factors of Q, find the factors of divisor Q, it should be in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n, then directly we can say that it is a terminating decimal. Suppose Q is not in the form, second one, this is the first one. If Q is not in the form, not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, then directly we can say that it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. If it is not, okay, if Q, the factors of Q will not come, if it will not come in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, we can say it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. So, without actual division, directly, okay, we can say that the rational number is a terminating decimal if the factors of Q is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. If it is not in the form 2 power n into 5 power m, we can say that it is not a it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Based on this, we will do some problems. Now, we have another problem. Okay, without performing actual division, state whether the following rational numbers are terminating decimal or non-terminating recurring. We can say recurring or repeating. Okay, let's have first problem. 13 by 3125. Previously we have done divisions. Okay, Now without performing divisions, how we can prove it? P by Q. 13 by 3125, this is P and this is Q. As I told you, the factors of Q should comes in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, then only it is a terminating decimal. So let us factorize this 3125 to find the factors. Write this in the form of prime factorization method. 3125, because the here last digit is 5, take 5, 5 6 are 30, 12 is there, 5 2 are 10, 2 is there, 5 5 are 25. Now again we can divide this by 5, 5 1 are 5, 5 2 are 10, 5 5 are 25, 5 2 are 10, 5 5 are 25, 5 5 are 25 and 5 1 are 5. So look, 3125 we can write as 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. That is 13 by, how many times it is coming? 5 times. So this is 13 by 5 to the power 5. Now look here, this Q is coming in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. Here 2 is not there, but 5 is there. If 5 is also there, we can say it is a terminating decimal. It should be in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m only. At least 2 or 5 or both should be there. Other than 2 and 5, we can't, if we have 3, if you get 7, other numbers if you get, then it is not a terminating decimal. Since it's we are getting here 5 to the power 5, that is 5 to the power m. Between 2 and 5, between both 2, at least 1 should be there. At least 1 or both should be there. So 13 by 5 power 5. Without actual performing also we can say it is a terminating decimal, just looking at this form. So Q is of the form नहीं दिख रहा, यहाँ पे भी डालना डॉट्स. Now can you say how to write Q here? Q is 3125, it is 5 to the power 5. Q is in the form of 5 power m. We can say Q is nothing but 5 to the power 5 in the form 2 power n into 5 power m. You will have a question, why 2 is not there? Here I told you now, if 2 is not there also no problem. We need at least 2 or at least 5 or at least both. Other than these two, other factors should not be there. So Q is nothing but 5 power 5. Directly we can say, so we can say that it is a terminating decimal. So 13 by 3125 is a terminating decimal. Without performing actual division, we can say it is a terminating decimal.